Welcome back, folks, to another fun tutorial on how you can create those kick-ass video tutorials for your software and software as a service solution. Now, it's all about the software and the storyboard. So from this lesson on, we will do things hands-on. We're gonna pick a software and do all the steps together so you can really follow me along in creating those kick-ass video tutorials. There's a concept called the curse of knowledge. Wikipedia explains it as follows. The curse of knowledge is a cognitive bias that occurs when an individual communicating with other individuals unknowingly assumes that the others have the background to understand. You know your software by heart, but your clients, your future clients, your leads, they haven't been tinkering around for hours or days in your software. They don't know it inside out. In addition to that, just think that your leads are super pressed for time. I mean, they do have their daily jobs, their daily business, so they can take themselves hours and days to get to know your tool and probably some of your competitors. So the goal is to make it as easy as possible for your future customers to grasp your tool and to really feel and understand how your tool will help them solve their pains, will help them get where they want to go, right? So how can we achieve that? Taking into account the curse of knowledge means assuming that your customer, as again, is pressed for time, isn't really in the correct mindset. So we take him by the hand and really do baby steps. We explain to him also easy concepts so that your client can relax, sit back in his chair, watch your tutorial, and afterwards he can feel like now he's the expert. And I'm saying feel that he's the expert. Again, we are creating that emotional connection by talking directly to your client and by showing him with the software how we can solve his problems, how we can get him where he wants. So always assume that your client doesn't know anything about your product and do explain everything step by step. Now it's all about your software and the demo data that we're going to present during the screencast. So as an example, I'll take Deals and Projects, which is the CRM software for advertising agencies from one of my software companies. So that's the sales dashboard, and let's say in this tutorial we want to showcase the deal pipeline. You know, the deal pipeline where you put all your opportunities and nurture them until you can close the deals. So this is what the standard demo data set looks like, and this is like the worst you can do in creating a tutorial because the screen is empty. So the easiest thing to do when preparing your screencast is populating your software with demo data that speaks for itself. Just imagine your future client won't have you or a sales or support representative sitting next to him, taking his hand all along the way. What clients want, of course, is super easy, intuitive or self-explanatory software. And what would be easier than putting in demo data that speaks for itself? So what does that mean in this example? We want to present and showcase the deal pipeline here. And of course, now your buyer persona comes in handy, because think back to one of these first lessons when we laid out the groundwork. It's crucial to know who your client is, what his work day looks like, what his typical challenges and problems are. And of course, we're going to tailor the demo data to that, knowing that in this example, the software is meant for creative advertising agencies. Well, these probably deal with websites, SEO campaigns, etc. So these are the precise opportunities we're going to create for the demo data. So let's create a deal. Let's say we're going to make an SEO campaign for Adidas here. Your software is already populating itself, and one really good clue here is instead of making up funny or crazy names for all these people and data you're going to put in, just look around and take all these well-known brands, like might be really big companies from Adidas to Siemens to whomever. So by that, people can also attach and understand easier what is going on. And of course, stick to a theme, like here going for sports, for example, assuming this is a creative agency for sports. And as we're talking deal pipeline, this means a lot of deals coming in, very few deals coming to the close. So of course we have to populate the earlier stages with much more opportunities than the latter ones. This took me quite some time to be true, maybe like 20 minutes to populate it. But now compare that view of the sales pipeline for your screencast to an empty screen. So this is what I mean by self-explanatory. Deal pipeline means a lot of deals coming in and very few getting closed. And now we precisely see that as a sort of tilted sales funnel here. And this is precisely what I mean by the software speaks for itself. What's still a little bit boring is that everything looks so grayish. And a cool way to spice that up is to look for software features like displaying these little avatar pictures, or maybe you have like stars that you can colorful stars. So to just spice it up a bit. So this starts with your own user profile that probably is displayed all the time in the software. So put up your own avatar here that you can probably get from your hard disk. But still, now it's always me being in charge of each and every one of those deals. So another important trick is to create several users for teamwork, if you can, within your tool. It's some sort of time consuming to set up that demo data once, but then maybe you can talk to your engineers, or maybe you even have a sort of built-in backup and restore function within your software so that you can create a backup of this beautiful demo data that you've created, save it on your computer in the cloud, and then each and every time you create new video tutorials, or each and every time you create new screenshots, you can create a new demo account, load that backup of your demo data in, and then start the screencast, the recording, the screenshots with beautiful demo data. So this will save you tons of time in the future, right? So again, looking at this, now we got colors in there. We got the colorful yellow stars in there. So now I'm content. Now I'm happy. This is a deal pipeline that, as again, speaks for itself, right? So if you think back to the story, when doing the screencast, we're going to tell a story. And my idea would be like to take maybe here the sports startup in the coming soon page. So we're going to sort of showcase this in the deal pipeline, and then we're going to dive deeper. So let's have a look at the details page, who I want to show in the screencast as well. And again, we have quite an empty screen with